In English, one little word, student, follows you from age 6 to 60. Japanese refuses to do that. Look, a 6-year-old, first morning of school, a bright red randoseru on her back. To the Japanese school system, she is not a gakusei. Not yet. Right now, she's a jidou. And as she climbs, that word is going to change on her, twice. Here's the whole ladder, 5 rungs. She starts in shogakko, elementary school, 6 years long. Then chugakko, junior high, 3 years. And the moment she walks in, she stops being a jidou and becomes a seito. Those 2 rungs together are gimu kyoriku, 9 years no child can skip. After that, school is a choice. Koukou, high school, 3 more years, short for the full koto gakko, and she's still a seito. Then, daigaku, university. Only here, finally, does she earn the word gakusei, and above even that sits daigakuin, graduate school. Same girl climbing, and the word for what she is changed twice. Jidou, seito, gakusei. And it's not just her name that grows up. Watch the subject she dreads. In shogakko, math is called sansu, literally counting numbers. Apples, clocks, change from a coin. But the day she reaches chugakko, the timetable quietly swaps the word to sugaku, the study of number. Same subject on paper, but sansu is a kid counting, and sugaku is proofs and unknowns. The word grew up the same year she did. Science pulls the same trick. Dika inside the classroom, kagaku out in the world. And my favorite, the class where she reads her own language isn't Nihongo. That's your word, the foreigner's word. Hers is kokugo, the national language. Same Japanese, different word, because you're the guest and she's home. So here's a sentence a proud beginner might write. 弟は小学校の学生です. My little brother is an elementary school student. Read it again. One word is wrong. Take a second. Got it? It's gakusei. You just learned it. Gakusei is the university word. A little brother in shogakko is a jidou. Fix it and you get 弟は小学校の児童です. Your grammar was flawless. The English in your head was flawless. The latter is what tripped you. Now, the slip that can actually embarrass you. You know sensei, teacher. So if you teach, you'd introduce yourself as sensei, right? Never. Sensei isn't a job. It's respect other people hand to you, the same word they give doctors and lawyers. Claim it for yourself, and you're basically announcing the honorable me. The word for the actual job is kyoshi. That's what a teacher calls their own work. And don't tack on sensei-san to sound polite. Sensei already holds the respect, so sensei-san is like saying Mr. Honorable. One level up, at daigaku, the professor gets yet another word, kyoju. Last one, and it's about you. Midnight, just you and a nap, drilling Japanese. Which verb fits? There are 3. 勉強する is study as effort, you grinding by choice. Narau is different. It's learning a skill from a person, a teacher or a coach. The word for I take piano lessons, not solo practice. And manabu is the deep, formal one, to absorb, to acquire. Here's the lovely part. Manabu grew out of an old word meaning to imitate. The oldest idea of learning in Japanese isn't grinding, it's watching a master and copying. So you, alone with your app tonight, that's 勉強する, the effort word. And the year those words live in has a shape you can feel. It doesn't open in autumn like an American school year. It opens in April, exactly when the sakura, the cherry blossoms, bloom. So a child's very first day, the nyugakushiki, the entrance ceremony, happens under drifting pink petals. That's why, in Japan, spring and fresh starts are the same feeling. Autumn brings the undokai, sports day. families lining the field, kids flying down a foot race, and once a year, the bunkasai. For one weekend, classrooms turn into galleries, stages, and food stalls. So step back. Every word that shifted on this girl, 児童と生徒と学生, 算数と数学, none of it was random. One rule runs underneath. The homey, everyday word gives way to the formal one, and the rung of the ladder decides which is right. You're not memorizing 30 loose words, you're reading a ladder, and that ladder is a life. It opened in April at the Nyugakshiki, under the cherry blossoms, the 6-year-old with the red backpack. It ends years later, in March, at the Sotsugyoshiki, the graduation. She walked in a jido. She walks out, diploma in hand, a gakusei. You just learned to read a whole life in a handful of words. Here's the whole ladder on one card. Keep it. 小学校, 児童, 中学校 and 高校, 生徒, 大学, 学生, and math climbs right beside them. 算数 becomes 数学. Screenshot it, and next time one of these words shows up, you won't ask what it means, you'll ask which rung it's standing on. And if you know someone still calling a 6-year-old a gakusei, send them the latter. Thanks for watching. Amenokori, the #1 app for learning Japanese in context, is free on the Apple App Store and Google Play.